Hi everyone and welcome to Vuori Active Studio. My name is Kirsty Godso and I'm really excited about this series of workouts. You can stack them all together or you can do them individually, and they're all designed to help you simplify but get the most out of your workouts. They use minimal equipment, they're very time efficient, and you can do them multiple times. Today's workout is a 30-minute sculpt workout. It's going to be a full body workout using only a medium resistance band. If you don't have a band, you can also participate, but the band's definitely going to give you a little extra oomph. You'll need a body length of space and a mat. Let's go ahead and jump down onto our mat and start with our warm-up. So whenever you're working your glutes a lot, it's really important to open up the hips. So we're going to start with a nice hip opener. This one also feels amazing in your lower back. So you can pop your band to the side, and I want you to make two 90-degree angles with the legs. So I've got a 90-degree angle with the front leg, 90-degree angle with the back leg, and a flex through the feet. You're going to take that front arm and reach across your front leg, getting a nice big stretch, and then keeping the shape of your legs. I want you to pivot around on your hips, keeping those 90-degree bend shapes with both knees, and then you're going to reach back behind you. So we're going to roll through that a few times. This one feels amazing. It's kind of like a nice digestive stretch. And then I want intention in the reach of those fingertips. So eye gaze following the hand, and you're really getting that nice rotational twist through the core. Beautiful. Okay, let's get one more. Stunning. Okay, coming back through center, we're going to do one last thing for the hips before we get into it. You're going to set up on all fours. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips. I want to press up the hands into the floor and then a micro wrap of the elbows in here, which is going to help take some tension out of the wrists. And then take away any of that sexy glute activity and tuck your pelvis here so you've got a nice flat back. You want to keep the left side of your body nice and straight, and you're going to open the right leg out into a fire hydrant. And then from here, you're going to draw a giant forward circle. So we're going to go 10 big circles, nice and slow. This also gets called a hip car sometimes, and it's all about hydrating that hip joint and really increasing that hip mobility. Okay, let's get 5 more. We're gonna go hard on the glutes today, so it's really important we prep the hips first. You got 3. We're gonna hit reverse in 2. So good, last one, and reverse it. Now, I don't mind if your circle doesn't fully look like a circle. No one's judging that artwork, but I want you to go for full range as much as you can whilst keeping that left side of your body nice and steady. Let's get 5. Good, you've got 4. Beautiful, 3. Eye gaze is pretty neutral, just forward to the fingertips, 2. And 1, so good. We're gonna stay and do the other side. I'll just pivot around for your viewing pleasure. And then we're gonna press the hands into the floor, find that little micro wrap, tuck the pelvis, and let's open the left leg out to the side and hit those giant forward circles. You got 10. Good, 9. So one side might feel different to the other. You can just pay attention and use that as information and feedback. Let's get 5. We're not perfectly symmetrical. 4. Good, you've got 3. Let's hit reverse in 2. Good, last one. Big sweep back behind you. Let's get it for 10. Good, you got 9. 8. Good, 7. Keep the range. Don't try to speed it up too much. 6. Good, 5. Let's get 4. Stunning. Staying steady through that right side. Give me 2. Good. Last one. And relax. All right. Shake those wrists out. That's about as nice as it's going to get today. We're going to put the band on and get straight into the chaos. You're going to take that band and you're going to slide it just up above the knees. So if you're not using a band today, it's totally fine. But if you've got that band, you want to make sure it's just above the knees, not too high on the thighs, and then you're going to roll yourself all the way down, and we're going to set you up for your first glute bridge. So the glute bridge setup is really important. Even if you've done so many glute bridges, you always want to take the time to put your body in the right place. So I like to set it up like this. Fingertips will reach towards the heels. You should be able to scrape just the back of your foot. You're going to tuck your pelvis in. Your feet will be about hip distance apart, but this tuck of this pelvis, you want to find so you can't slide the fingertips underneath the back, right? So your core is engaged from here, and that's going to help you start that glute bridge from your glutes, not from your back. From here, I like to press my arms energetically into the floor, so my triceps are getting a little bit of work, and I'm opening my collarbone. We always want to work on that posture. And then you're going to keep that tuck of the pelvis, push through the feet to roll all the way up to the top of a glute bridge. Hold at the top. Knees, hips, ribs are going to be roughly in one straight line. And then we're going to talk about weight distribution through the feet. Your entire foot is pushing into the floor, but then you're dragging all this energy back through your heels as if it was going to slide all the way to your hips. So that's going to really supercharge that hamstring to glute connection. So now we're going to articulate through the spine, rolling all the way down piece by piece. You're going to get that little reset at the bottom, tuck your core in, push through the floor, and drive all the way up. Good. So let's take a few slow reps to practice to start. It's really important when you do these bridges. Like, I like to think about getting the most out of every single repetition, right? So it matters how much you're pushing through the feet. It matters how much you're getting that drag back through the heels. And it really matters that you're starting from your glutes, not from your back. So sometimes you'll see me doing little checks of my hands underneath my back, my hand feeling my core. Good. Let's get 4 more. Here we go. 4. We're going to hold at the top in 3. Good, so you're getting that nice squeeze at the top, exhaling as you press away from the ground. Let's get last one, hold at the top here. We're gonna push the knees out into the band. Pause for a second. You should feel this external rotation happening here, a little side work on the glute. Knees come back into neutral. We're gonna push back out. You got 10. Good, 9. We're gonna combine this, 8, with that glute bridge we were doing. 7, good, 6. Keep the hips nice and lifted. 5, you've got 4, 3, good, 2, and 1. Let's lower the hips, the knees will drop in a little bit, and then we'll exhale, push away from the floor, knees are gonna flare out into the band. 10, good, 9. So I love to work the side of the glutes. It really helps prepare us for lateral movement. So if you're playing sport, this is really good for you, especially if it's an agility-based sport. 6, good, let's get 5, keep connecting the breath. Good, you have 4. So good, we're holding up the top in 3. We're gonna take it into a single leg variation in 2. Good, last one, knees come back to neutral. Push all your weight down through that left foot and lift your right leg to tabletop position. You wanna square the hips up a little bit, and from here, we're gonna lever lower the hips all the way down. Exhale, push and drive away from the floor. You got 10. Now this is where I kind of like to visualize as if I had a heavy kettlebell across that left hip. I'm working my left glute here, and it's gotta be a big push away from the floor. You got 7, you're gonna feel that glute, you're gonna feel that hamstring. Good, give me 5 more, and then we're gonna hold at the top for a little isometric hold. 4, good, you've got 3. Perfect, let's get 2. Good, last one, hold at the top. Left hand, right knee press into each other. You're trapping all that pressure into the left glute. You got 5, 4, don't drop in 3, 2, and 1. Perfect, right leg comes down. We're gonna switch in the sky, left leg comes up. Let's lower the hips down. Exhale, push and drive away from the floor. So make it explosive, make it a really energetic thrust up. You got 8, and you're driving all that weight down through the foot. Thinking about that pull back through the heel, I remind myself of the cues all the time, and I have done thousands and thousands of glute bridges, okay? But you never want to waste a rep. You've got 3. Good, let's get 2. We're holding up on the next one. Up and hold, squeeze. Right hand into left knee, hold it, press, press. They're fighting each other. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it all the way down. Wow, nice job. You can shake the hips out a little bit side to side. Hopefully the glutes and hamstrings are feeling warmed up. We're gonna take some of that energy to the core. So we're gonna lift the knees to tabletop position. Make sure your band is set in the right place. You wanna flex through the feet, shins parallel to the ground. And then again, we wanna focus on zipping that core in, pelvis tilting in so we're not having a huge space underneath our back. I want you to stack the hands like this. I prefer the stack than an interlacing. It's a better base for the head. And you're gonna roll up to the tips of your shoulder blades. So this is immediately putting your back in a more favorable position for this crunch, and it's also more advanced with the head lift, so you're welcome. Keep that flex through the feet. You're gonna lower your left heel towards the ground, nice and slow with an inhale. Deep exhale, draw it back to tabletop. Right leg goes down. You inhale down, exhale nice and slow up. Let's keep going for 8. So you don't want the band to really ricochet your leg back up. You want to fight against that tension. You got 7. Good, let's get 6. So important you're using your breath here. Let's get 5. So it's the exhale on the way back in, inhale on the way down. 4, good. Let's get 3. You have 2. Stay lifted. Last one. We're going to take the legs all the way long. See if you can lift the shoulder blades a little higher. Left leg reaches out. Exhale, drive it back in. Right leg reaches out. Now the leg doesn't have to go super low, okay? You've already got the resistance of the band. What I'm looking for is an energetic press of the head heavy in the hands, the elbows staying nice and wide, and that you're not racing that left leg and right leg back in, that they're coming back with control. You've got 3. We're going into one more variation in 2. We've got a crisscross, last one. Here we go. So I'm gonna rotate left elbow outside right knee, lift higher as you come through center and switch. Good, lift higher as you come through center and switch. Good, so I keep repeating that cue, so you're gonna get even more work in the core as you find that transition in between the moves. Beautiful, okay, you're gonna give me 3. Let's get 2. And 1, and little relax. So good. Okay, keeping that band on, you're gonna roll over onto your side. So we're gonna do a lot of side lying on one side, and then we're gonna do it on the other side. So we're gonna get into some arms while we're here as well, but we are going back into more glutes, I'm sorry. I like to use the back line of my mat to line everything up. So top shoulder, hips and heels are all gonna be in line with the back of the mat. And then I'm gonna use this top hand to see if I've got a little bit of space underneath here. So my core is active, legs are at a 45-degree position, and my knees are together. From here, your hips are directly lined up. All of this really matters because you need to keep these hips stacked in order to get the most out of the glute work. So we're gonna place these fingertips here to balance. You're gonna exhale, lift this top leg up and hold. Feel this top glute really work, so that right glute, and then you're gonna close the leg down. Try it with me. Let's get 10. So this is your clam. You've got 9. Yeah, you're already feeling them, I know it. 8. Let's get 7. I hate to say that we're gonna be here a while longer. 6. Good, so keep those heels squeezing together. 5. You've got 4. 3, you're using that exhale every time you press up. 2, good. 1, hold. Rotate that knee in, coming into internal rotation, and then rotate them back, external rotation. We've got 10, good. You've got 9, still keeping those hips stacked. 8, good. 7, sometimes if I'm being really strict with myself, I'll put like a water bottle right behind my hips to make sure I'm not moving around. You've got 4, good. Let's get 3, really nice job. You've got 2, good. Last one. Okay, knees are in, foot is up and flex. You're gonna kick that leg all the way back behind you. Now pause here, reach really long with that heel, feel the back of the glute engage, and to stretch through the hip flexor, and then you're gonna draw it back in. Exhale, push. 10. I need you to act like you're really pressing something away from you. 9, there has to be energy through that heel. 8, good. 7, so nice. You've got 6, connect the exhale with that big push. Let's get 5, good. You've got 4, you hate me yet? Let's get 3. Good, you've got 2. We're gonna keep that leg long. Last one, take it long, point through the toes. Giant forward circle forward. 5. Good, you've got 4. Feel the core, get that extra little work there. 3. Good, let's get 2. And 1, reverse it. 5. Good, you've got 4. Really nice. You have 3. Beautiful job. 2 and 1, and let that leg come down, but it's not over. Wow, okay, we're in here. Knees are coming forward. This is my personal favorite, so that's usually a signal that it's not gonna be great. You're gonna stack the legs with the front of the mat, feet are still flexed, shift that top hip back. So now there's the bottom knee is exposed. From here, you're gonna come up into this hydrant position, feeling this top glute really having to work. You're gonna close that leg down. Let's get it for 10. This is where you're gonna wanna stop, and you're not going to, okay? We're in this together. You have 8. You're using that exhale as you lift the leg up. 7, and I know it's intense, but so are you. 6, let's go. You got 5. Hold at the top in 4. Don't you dare drop in 3. You got this for 2. 1, holding up the top. You're gonna kick that leg away. You only have 5 here. Beautiful. So it's an inhale as you press away and exhale as you draw the leg back in. You have 3. Good, let's get 2. Stunning. Okay, last one, hold here, little taps, tap and tap. 9, 8, nobody wants this, everybody needs this. You got 6, 5, you got it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, that's disgusting. How are we doing? All right, we okay? Little sympathy tap there. We're gonna take it into the arms so you forget all about that for a second. So your legs are gonna straighten. You can keep a soft bend in the bottom leg if you need to. And we're gonna take that bottom hand to our top shoulder. So this is gonna hold the shoulder back. This bottom hand is gonna come in line with your chest, or to make it a little bit easier, it can come in line with your shoulder. So we're gonna have a side lying tricep push-up. Quick watch of me for a demo. My elbow is gonna stay shooting back behind me. I'm gonna press up through the side. I'm gonna control my lower all the way down, okay? Try it out with me. Let's go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's get it. Big push, and nice slow lower down. 10. Good. I love this exercise. It's so amazing for the tricep, and it's tough, but we have fun with it. 7, I think it's much better than a regular tricep push-up. You have 6. Good, let's get 5. You're doing great. We've got 4. So good. We're gonna hold at the top in 3. Good, let's get 2. Beautiful. Last one, hold at the top, super slow decline. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm so sorry about that. That's evil. Okay, we're gonna go on to all fours for a second before we hit the other side. We're gonna have a donkey kick series on this same glute, so that it's gonna feel like a lot of activity happening for that right side, but then it's gonna get a break and we're gonna do the left. So you might wanna pin the band underneath your left knee if it likes to move around a lot. Hands sit up underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Find that little micro wrap of the elbows, flex through your right foot. We're gonna start with the donkey kick here, pushing that right foot up to the sky and drawing back down. So you wanna exhale, push up and control back down. You got 9. So make sure that the eye gaze is just forward of the fingertips, and you wanna keep your back pretty level and flat. So no big tilt through the lower tailbone. 7. You've got 6. Let's get 5. Really good. You have 4. So nice. You have 3. Good. Let's get 2. We're staying here. Last one. Your left elbow comes down into this position. So we got an offset donkey. Here we go. 10. Good. 9. So we have a little more range to work with now. You got this for 8. 7. Good. Let's get 6. Really nice. You have 5. Holding up the top in 4. Good. 3. Let's get 2. Good. Last one. Holding up the top. Little push and flex. 10. 9. 8. You got it. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3, 2, 1, and relax. That was really special. We're going to do the other side. All right, bring yourself around. We're going to start in the side lying position, so fix your band if you need to. Really nice stuff. The good news about the second side is you already know everything. You have all the information. So I'm still going to layer in all the cues for you. We're going to use the back line of the mat to line up that top shoulder, hips, and heels. Let's get those hips stacked, and let's get that 45-degree angle of the legs. All right, ready? Let's go. Clam. 10. 9, fresh glute on the top, but that stabilizing glute underneath is feeling pretty fatigued, and you're kind of going to know about it. 6, you got 5, let's get 4, 3, we have internal and external rotation coming in 2, and 1. Let's go for it. Here we go. In and out. 10. So even though it's the second side, we don't want to race through it, okay? We still want to pay the same care and attention to the second side. You got 5. Good. Let's get 4. Really good. 3. Beautiful. 2. Good. Last one. Knees come back together. Foot is up and flex. Big kick all the way back behind you, stretching long, and then driving back in. Now connect your breath. Exhale, push. Good. Let's get 8. Remember, it's that flex of the foot, like you're really reaching long through the heel. You have 7. Good. Let's get 6. Good. 5. You can use some visualization here if you need to, like you're really pushing something away from you. Let's get 3. We're going to stay long in 2. Beautiful. Last one. Foot points. We're going to go nice big circle for 5. Trying to keep that bottom leg pinned down. 4. You have 3. Let's get 2. And 1. Change direction. Big sweep backwards. 5. Good. You got 4. Really nice. You have 3. So good. 2. And 1. Great stuff. Okay, let's bring those knees all the way forward. We're going to stack them in front of the hips. Shins parallel to the front. Feet are flexed. Now shift that top hip back so you can see the bottom knee underneath. We're going to lift up with an exhale and close it down. 10. You got 9. So this one, you're going to know about it from that first or second rep. And if you don't, and if it doesn't feel crazy, you've got to shift that top hip back a little bit further. You have 5. Holding up the top in 4. Good. You have 3. Really good. Let's get 2. And 1. Holding here. You're going to kick that leg out for 5 reps. Beautiful. 4. Try to stop it when the knees are in line. You got 3. Oh my gosh. We got 2. We're not going anywhere. Stay lifted here. Last one. Okay, we got those little taps. 10, 9. Let's go for 8, 7. Beautiful job. 6, 5. Let's get 4. So good. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Okay. Legs go to straight. We got that side lying tricep push up. Bottom hand coming to that top shoulder, and then this other hand is going to go whichever you chose on the first side, either in line with the chest or a little higher closer to the shoulder. We're going to get ready to push up in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Exhale, push, and control roll all the way down. 10. Good. So you're going to notice one side feels a lot easier than the other. Left hand, not my dominant hand. Somehow the superstar for me in this move. 7. Good. Let's get 6. So sometimes I'll glance the way that I want my elbow to be going. Good. You've got 4. We're going to hold at the top in 3. Super slow decline. In 2. Let's get last one. Really nice and slow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay, we got those donkey kicks. So we're going to come all the way up. If putting the band underneath the knee helped you on the first side, you can do it again here. Hands are going to set up underneath the shoulders. It's like micro wrap of those elbows. Flex through the left foot, and let's go for it. You're going to lift up and control lower down. 10. Good. Let's get 9. So a great exercise to really target that hamstring to glute connection. You have 7. Good. 6. Beautiful job. 5. We're going to take the right elbow down in 4. We'll have that offset donkey kick in 3. You've got 2. Good. Last one. Right elbow comes down. Here we go. 10. Good. Keep that flex through the left foot. 9, 8. Beautiful job. 7. Let's go. You've got 6. Here we go. 5. So good. You have 4. Good. 3. Holding up the top in 2. And 1. Little pulses here. Let's get 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. How are we doing? We okay? Can you believe it? We're gonna come up to standing. I know, we've been on the ground for so long, it's like we fully exist there. So we're gonna come up to standing and you're gonna shift your band just above your ankles. So I love to do some standing movement with my glute activations, and you can do so much even if you don't have the band. So I'm gonna go side on for you to start. That left glute's feeling pretty sizzled, so we're gonna go back to the right. Push your weight down through the right foot, and I really want you to load the weight into the heel and then lay the toes flat. So you're gonna have a hinge position. So whenever we start a hinge, it comes from the hips. So soft bend at the knee, we're gonna hinge the hips back with pause here. Back is in a nice long flat line. You've got 95% of your weight in that front foot, and then you've got up on that left toe. I want you to extend the left leg back behind you and hold. Hinge forward a little bit more. I sometimes like to take my hand to my working glute. So in this instance, it's your front foot, so it's your right glute. Then you're gonna tap your left foot in, exhale, press it out. Let's get 10. You've got 9. Good, 8. We're gonna take this foot on a world tour, so we're gonna go on some different angles coming up. You have 5. Let's get 4. Really good. 3. You've got 2 and 1. Take it on a 45-degree angle. You've got 10. 9. So good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. One last angle change in 2, 1. Let's go straight out to the side. 10 reps. Let's get it. 9, 8, 7. So good. 6, 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Get up out of there. You okay? Whew. Let's do the other side. Left foot's going to push into the floor. Find that same hinge. So start tall, come up onto the right toe, hinge the hips back, keeping that left knee stacked over the ankle, long flat back. You're going to tap that right leg back behind you. Dominate the weight in the front foot. Tapping in, driving back. 10, 9, let's go. 8, good. 7, beautiful. 6, 5, so good. You have 4, 3, that's it for 2, and 1. On that 45-degree angle, let's get it. So you're not pushing too much weight into that foot that's tapping out. It's really driving down through the front heel. 6, 5, let's go. 4, 3, you got it for 2, 1. That last angle, we're going straight to the side. This one's the hardest, I know. You got 8, 7, 6, you can do it. We have 5, 4, we're coming up to standing in 3, 2, and 1. Get out of there. Okay, I've got a really nice tight band today. I'm feeling it, guys. Thanks for keeping me accountable. We're gonna face front on. We're almost done with this. Pushing the weight down through the heels. Think about energy going down through the entire foot. Soft bend in the knees, but my weight's still sticking back, so I'm kind of using a bit of a hinge to sit my hips back. From here, you're gonna start to step 1 foot out at a time, okay? Your glutes have done a lot of work. They're doing amazing. We spoke about lateral movement, okay? Going side to side. So I want you to still dominate the weight through the heel, even though the entire foot's pressing into the floor. So we're getting this nice motion. We're not letting the hips go crazy here as we keep alternating each foot that taps out. We're gonna have an angle change coming up in 6, 5, 4, back on a diagonal in 2, 1. Driving back on a diagonal. I'm going to plant that whole foot at the back and pushing back, keeping the slight hinge forward. 10, 9, let's get 8, 7, you got it for 6, almost there. 5, 4, 3, so good. 2, and 1. Okay, let's bring it back down. I think our glutes are pretty dusted, huh? We're going to go into some core work, so we're going to shift that band back up above the knees. You're doing so great. Let's roll it all the way down, and we're gonna start here. So again, we're gonna use that stack of the hands to help us push our head super heavy back into the hands. So the head's about 10 pounds, right? So we wanna use it as a weight. So I want you to roll up to the tips of your shoulder blades. Your knees will be in this tabletop position, so feet are flexed. We're trying to keep the shins as parallel to the ground as we can. So from here, you're rolled up nice and tall. Left leg's gonna come straight up to the sky. You can point through that foot, keep the right foot flexed. You're gonna lever your left leg down. You're gonna feel it bungee into the resistance band, and then you're gonna exhale, drive it back up, okay? So you're gonna fight the resistance on the way down, and then you have to try and stop the resistance from helping you on the way up. You've got 8. Push your head really heavy into those hands. You've got 7. Good. 6. So nice. You've got 5. Good. Let's get 4. Beautiful. Keep that push of the head. 3. 2, good, last one. Okay, hold here, we're gonna change it up. It's going into a circle. It's gonna lever down, it circles out to the side, so with the band it makes it really hard to stabilize through the hips. You got 5 reps each direction, you have 4. So total core control here. 3, you're doing so great. Let's get 2, good. Last one, Good, change direction, let's get 5. Beautiful, there it is, you have 4. Good, let's get 3. So nice, you have 2. Good, last one. And let's change, little break for the head. 3, 2, 1, roll up, reset, flex through that left foot, right leg comes all the way up, toes are pointed. We're gonna lever it down and drive it back up, 1. Good. Deep exhale to drive back towards you. So each time you exhale, I want that core to really pull in towards you. We got 6 more here. Let's get it. 6. We got those circles coming up in 5. Good. You've got 4. Core should be really feeling it now. 3. So keep those elbows nice and wide. 2. Good. Let's get last one. Okay, we're going down in that circle. Down, out to the side and around. You're going to feel that oblique have to start to work. You have 4. Amazing. You're doing so great. Let's get 3. Really good. You have 2. That's it. Good. Last one. Good. Change direction. Keep that head lifted. Maybe the shoulder blades come up a little bit higher. We got 5. Good. You've got 4. Stunning for 3. Good. Let's get 2. Good. Last one. And relax. Hug those knees in towards your chest for a second. Really nice stuff. Okay, so it's a lot of core stability happening there. We're going to walk the feet out a little bit so we've got this nice 45-degree angle with the legs. Feet are pressing into the floor. You're just going to kind of ignore the band for a second, but put a little bit of effort into pushing the band out so your legs aren't fully flopping together. Arms are going to reach back behind you without your rib cage flaring, so kind of keep this locked down. And then I want you to inhale to prepare. Exhale, you're going to start to roll all the way up, trying to come up piece by piece through the spine. So the first rep's going to be a little bit ugly. We kind of just rinse and repeat that out of our system. Then I want you to slowly come back, articulating through your spine piece by piece. You're rolling your spine down in order. Reach those arms back behind you using an inhale to prepare. Exhale, you're going to start to roll up. Okay, so we're going to clean up our reps every single time. So we always find something new to focus on in our training. So we're going to inhale, tuck that chin, reaching all the way up. We're trying to keep our feet on the floor. Beautiful, rolling through the spine. So good. You got 2 more, and then we're going to hold at the top. Here we go, all the way up. And nice controlled lower down. Last one, we're going all the way up, holding up. C-curve through your spine, so rolling back as if you had like a little Pilates ball or a cushion behind your lower back. You're going to lift one arm at a time and drop it back down. It's an exhale as you lift. Now this one looks like nothing, but it feels like a lot. You should be controlling that arm lift from the upper abs. You've got this for 6. Good, let's get 5. Beautiful, 4. Hands coming behind the head in 3. You're doing so good, 2. Good, last one, so hands coming behind the head, elbows nice and wide. Rotation and small rotation to the other side. You got this for 8, don't stop. You got it for 7. Good, you have 6, 5, don't go anywhere, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, hands prop down behind you, but that's kind of a trap because we're going into a little tricep dip. Scoot your feet in a little bit closer towards you. Hands are here. As you lift your hips up, I want you to drive your hips back closer towards your hands. Think about opening your collarbone here and wrapping the shoulders down. You're going to lower, bending your elbows back. Hips will tap the floor. Exhale, push and drive out. Try to keep your entire palm pushing into the floor. You ready? Let's get it. We're going to lower down and tap. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So keeping those elbows close to the rib cage. 5, 4, hold down in 3, 2, 1. Holding most of the way down. Hold, open your collarbone to hold it. We're lifting back up in 3. We got 10 more reps in 2, 1. Let's get it. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, a little low. Would you kill me if I said we had pulses? Okay, well, we have pulses. 10, 9, you've got 8, 7, let's get 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake your arms out. Roll yourself down. Use that roll down we were just practicing. You were so close to the finish. Okay, last little bridge series. I want you to blade your feet together a little bit so you're in a frog pump position. So the outside of your foot will rest a little onto the mat. If that doesn't feel good for you, you're going to go back to the first glute bridge we did. Inside of the shoes is really pushing into each other, creating friction. Arms come down to support. You're going to exhale, lift your hips up, and drop all the way down. Let's get 10. Good. You have 9. So good. You've got to squeeze the inside of those shoes together to get the most out of this. We got 7, 6, let's get 5. Good. 4, nice. 3, holding up the top. In 2, 1, holding up the top. Squeeze, 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 squeeze those shoes all the way together, feeling that inner thigh connection. Good. Almost there. You're going to lower down a little bit, lift a little bit. So isometric pulse. You have 9, 8, let's go 7, 6. You got it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those hips all the way down. Plant your feet into a neutral position. Maybe it feels nice to take a little rock and roll of your hips side to side here. I'm gonna have you slide that band off, and you can gently pop it to the side. Okay, from this position, I want you to hug your right knee in towards your chest. So good. We're just gonna do a quick little stretch here. Crossing that knee over your body. Right arm will go out to the right side. Eye gaze will try and look at those right fingertips. So you're seeing if you can get that right shoulder down as you cross the leg over to the left. I want you to take a nice few deep controlled breaths here. Yeah, and just slow everything down for a second. All right, as you come back through center, you're gonna plant that left foot, cross the right foot over the left knee, and then you're gonna pop the left foot off the floor and hug the right knee up to the right shoulder. So you're getting this deep piriformis stretch here. So if you want more intensity, you're gonna push these two into each other even more. If you want a little less, you'll just have a slightly looser press here. And you're trying to hug that right knee up to the right shoulder as much as you can, really stretching through the right glute. Good. Open that right knee out a little bit more to the side. Hands come around the back of the left thigh. So you're getting your classic figure 4 stretch here now. Good. So sometimes I'll take my right hand to that knee and give it a little more assistance if I want, really feeling the release in that right hip. And then we're gonna pop that leg down, take the legs out to straight. Left knee will hug in towards the chest and cross over the body, left arm going out to the side. So eye gaze trying to look at those left fingertips, trying to see if we can keep the shoulder down. So I love to do a little lower back twist after I've done a lot of glute work and core work and just make sure my body's staying happy. Good, coming back through center, you're gonna cross the left foot over the right knee. Opening that knee out first, then pop the right foot off the ground, hug the left knee up to the left shoulder. Okay, so again, we're using this press here to control the intensity of the stretch, really getting a deep release into the left glute. Take another deep breath in here. So good. Okay, let's take the hands around the back of the right thigh. Left knee will open up to the side for the figure 4 stretch now. And I like to take a little rock side to side. Feels really nice. Beautiful. Okay, you're gonna unhook that foot. You're gonna tuck yourself into a little ball and start to roll yourself all the way up. And team, that was your full body sculpt workout today. You absolutely crushed it. I hope you enjoyed that one. It's a great one to come back to. A lot of these movements can be done all the time. Check out the other workouts in the series, and I can't wait to see you in your next workout.